Hello, I'm Andrew Kirkman, Barber Professor of Music at the University of Birmingham. I'm sitting here in the Barber Professor's office, which stands diagonally back from the rear of the concert hall. This has been the hub of the concert series since it began in 1945 under the aegis of the then Professor of Music, the great Jack Westrup. It's hard, I think, from the perspective of 2020 to imagine just how different music was at the University of Birmingham before the Barber bequest. To start with, the gift resulted in the complete transplanting of the department, shifting it lock, stock and barrel from the city centre up here to Edgbaston. It made the Professorship of Music, a part-time post before this, into a full-time position, and it saw the advent, for the first time, of a full-time undergraduate degree in music, and that was actually something that had been entirely unknown in this country before World War II. Arriving here in 2012, I've experienced the amazing transformation in facilities, recruitment and infrastructure that have come with the opening of the Bramwell building. 1939 was a similar watershed. For the first time, the music department had a real base with offices, a purpose-built library, and at the heart of it all, a magnificent recital hall. One can only imagine the sense of pride at this jewel-like centrepiece, especially once the concert series started 75 years ago this year. And in fact, you're watching this video almost exactly 75 years since the whole thing started, with a concert on Bonfire Night 1945 by the Philharmonia String Quartet of quartets by Ravel, Sibelius and Arthur Bliss. In its review, the Birmingham Post offered, with sage foresight, how the concerts, if they pursue the same programme policy, will serve as exercises in connoisseurship to the students who, NB, last night were here in huge numbers, and to all who care for the higher forms of music. Well, if we're a bit less grandiose about the aims of the series today, there's no doubt that it's maintained the high standards of its earliest performers. The names on those earlier programmes read like a who's who of mid-20th century classical music performance. Nadia Boulanger, Francis Poulenc, Benjamin Britten, Dennis Brain, Joseph Szigeti, Andrei Segovia. A distance, of course, gives a certain patina to these names. But looking through the programmes of recent years, I think will, in its turn, read like a catalogue of the great and the good of our own day in classical music performance. Things have remained remarkably stable. The format of, roughly, 7 Wednesday evening concerts and a weekly Friday lunchtime series has remained pretty stable since Westrup's day. In fact, in recent times things have only got better. A further grant from the Trust has allowed us to turn the Friday lunchtime series into a professional forum, while University Music Society events, which used to play a bigger role in the Barber, now revolve more around the Bramwell. And the collaboration that, thanks to Joe Sweet's good offices, we now have with the music promoter Michael Lloyd of Stoke-on-Trent Classics means we can offer more evening concerts and, in particular, a wonderful piano festival. Given all that there is to celebrate on this 75th anniversary, it's of course particularly poignant that we can't do it with music. Lack of external air conditioning in our lovely concert hall means not only that we can't currently welcome an audience, even a socially distanced one, we can't, sadly, have performers making music in the hall at all. In the circumstances then, we, like everybody else, must await the silver bullet of a vaccine. And I'm sure that for all of you who, like me, have been fulfilled by the wonderful sounds to which our halls played host, that day just can't come soon enough. Thank you for listening.